Ah, can't get my hand out. Ah, shit. Poor Chuck, I just fisted the out of him. Hey guys, how you going? Welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. Today, it's a bit of a post-mortem and a debrief from the Oscars for 2024 that happened yesterday, and also a cheeky unboxing from a very special fan that has something to do with Seed of Chucky. I'm really excited to show you guys what's inside. Apparently, Joseph Gillespie is the young man who sent this to me, threw in some extra goodies, so I'm going to be unboxing them. But first, a bit of a post-mortem on the Oscars. Usually, I never really cover the Oscars. Usually, I watch them and then just talk about it with my friends, but there are a few things that stood out to me that I want to talk about, and some things that happened in between the awards being given out that were just absolute brilliance, and others that I think were just completely overrated. So I'm just on the Oscars website where they got the list of all the winners. Now, when it came to the winners, like Oppenheimer blew them all away. Pun intended. I've been waiting so long to use that and I finally got to use it, but rightfully so. Like, the movie was just incredible. So actor in a supporting role, let's start the top here. So actor in a leading role went to Cillian Murphy for Oppenheimer. We also had Bradley Cooper, Colman Domingo, Paul Giamatti for The Holdovers. I still need to see The Holdovers. I know the young lady who was in The Holdovers won Best Supporting Actress. Definitely want to see it. And I also still have to see Poor Things. I started watching it and I got up to the sequence and it's like 1 or 2 minutes in where Willem Dafoe, Emma Stone is sitting there and Willem Dafoe's character lets out that big burp. And Emma Stone's just like, and I'm like, okay, I think I have to be in a certain type of headspace for this movie. Not that it looks shit, but it's just so different. And Emma Stone won Best Actress. That's fucking awesome. This is her second Oscar. I love her as a person. She seems like such a cool, unaffected person where you probably go out, have some drinks with her, and by the end of the night, she's like got you in a headlock, giving you a noogie with her goofy laugh. Now, Robert Downey Jr. scored his first Oscar for Oppenheimer. Pretty good. Like, he was actually pretty damn good in this movie. Actress in a leading role, Emma Stone. Actress in a supporting role went to Divine Joy Randolph for The Holdovers. Again, I still have to watch The Holdovers. Animated feature film, The Boy and the Heron. I have not seen that. Cinematography also went to Oppenheimer. Costume design went to Poor Things. There were some good ones in the costume design. We obviously had Killers of the Flower Moon, Napoleon, Oppenheimer, and Barbie. Like, all good contenders. And for the costume design, it was presented by John Cena, who was in the nude just wearing nothing but a cocksock and a smile. And again, it was just classic Cena. Like, he probably thought no one could see him, but joke's on him. And then, of course, Christopher Nolan scored his first Oscar ever along with his amazing wife, Emma Thomas, which is just really cool. Like, the pair of them have definitely earned it. He obviously got that for Oppenheimer. We also had Anatomy of a Fall, Killers of the Flower Moon, Poor Things, and The Zone of Interest up for directing. Documentary feature film, 20 Days in Mariupol? I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Documentary short film, The Last Repair Shop. Film editing went to Oppenheimer. International feature film, The Zone of Interest. Makeup and hairstyling went to Poor Things. We also had Goldia, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Society of the Snow. I honestly thought Maestro would nab it with Kazuhiro, who is an incredible makeup artist. Like, the age makeup for Bradley Cooper playing Leonard Bernstein was incredible. Like, the staged makeups throughout his years as he got older looked incredible. I've seen some behind the scenes photos. I thought for sure it would nab it, but went to Poor Things, and rightfully so. Like, Willem Dafoe's makeup in Poor Things looks incredible. And again, now that the NDAs are up, all the makeup artists are uploading their BTS photos, which is really cool, including the behind the scenes of them applying the makeup to Willem Dafoe. Looks great. He looks terrifying. Musical original score went to Oppenheimer. Musical original song went to Billie Eilish for Barbie. Best picture went to Oppenheimer. Production design went to Poor Things. From what I saw, like the couple of minutes that I watched, well deserved. Animated short film, War is Over, inspired by the music of John and Yoko. I'm assuming John Lennon and Yoko Ono. Live action short film, A Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar. Sound went to The Zone of Interest. Visual effects, this is one I want to talk about, went to Godzilla -1. I'm so fucking happy. Apparently the budget was 15 million, but the director has come out and said, I wish it was 15 million. It's somewhere around the 12 million mark. Incredible. Well deserved, given the fact that they had next to no money. And people will say 12 to 15 million. That seems like a lot, but for visual effects, it's not much. And look what they did. Not only that, they crafted such a damn good story. One where you invest in the human characters, but also have pathos for the monster. American Fiction for writing, adapted screenplay, writing original screenplay went to Anatomy of a Fall. And that is it. So overall, look, pretty well deserved when it comes to like Oppenheimer. Obviously Godzilla -1. Now everyone's going on about Ryan Gosling's performance of I'm Just Ken. I don't get the hype. People treat it like it's the second fucking coming of Jeebus. But to me, the standout in terms of like a performance or like the stuff that goes on in between the handing out of the awards was Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito coming out on stage, reuniting as Batman villains to hang shit on Michael Keaton in the audience. Now, usually when you see them together, you think twins, which is great, good to see them back together. But then they reminisce about their times of playing the Penguin and Mr. Freeze from Batman and Robin. And it's just so good. I love the banter. I love the way Schwartzy's like, he defeated me with my one weakness. And DeVito's like, heat, love. And DeVito's just like, well, I got thrown out a window. And then they spot Keaton in the audience. Schwartzy looks him dead in the eye and he's like, Batman, you son of a bitch. It was just so good. And the whole time, Keaton doesn't break character. He's just staring them dead in the eye and then he does the, you want to get nuts? It was so fucking good, man. It was like such a little pocket of greatness. And in my opinion, I think it outshone Ryan Gosling's rendition of I'm Just Ken. Not to take away from that, I just don't get the hype with all that. Like, some people were just losing their fucking minds like it was the Taylor Swift concert. But to me, DeVito and Schwarzenegger hanging shit on Keaton, that was my Taylor Swift concert. Regardless, still a pretty good show overall. Usually I don't really talk about it, but Oppenheimer rightly deserved all those awards, and congrats to everyone that won. And congrats to Schwarzenegger and DeVito for absolutely fucking stealing the show. Now, we have an unboxing from a fan by the name of Joseph Gillespie, who is based in Philadelphia in the beautiful old US of A. This is something to do with Seed of Chucky. Joseph actually reached out to me and said, hey man, I got this particular thing I want to give to you. Do whatever you want to. If you want to do a custom collectible, just display it as is. And I'm also going to throw some treats in as well. So there is a bit of a backstory to this particular piece. But without further ado, let's open this bad boy up. Ooh. Ooh. Now I am worried because it does have a sticker on the box saying that Australian Customs went through it. I don't know why. Our customs are fucking sooks, man. Here is the main piece de resistance. I'm gonna leave this here. What else we got in here? What else? What is this? Okay, so an eye. I'm assuming that goes with it, I hope. I assume. Look at that, you can move it around. How fucking gnarly is that? Either that or like Customs have just like massacred everything. Customs just absolute shit sometimes. Well, they won't put stuff back in the box accordingly. It's just absolutely awful. But I'm going to give you guys the first look. 1, 2, 3. How awesome is that? Look at that. This is from Seed of Chucky. This is supposedly a recast or from the production mold that was used to create the dolls for Seed of Chucky, which is so badass. Now let me have a proper look at this thing. You are stunning, sir. What do you think? You like him? Okay, so if I pull this out, we've got a hand. We also have... okay, alright, so we have another eye. Where are you? There you go. There's the other eye. So I'm assuming that would go up in there. Okay, well that's one less thing I have to worry about, getting the eye. Alright, so we also have 2 hands, which is awesome, which would make for a great display. So there you go. That is so badass. Now, Joseph actually gave me a good suggestion. He goes, why don't you make the butchered head display from Cult of Chucky, where he's all tied up and chained up and nailed down by Andy at the end? And I'm like, it's actually not a bad idea. Like, even on its own, just with a great primer, it's a great display piece. Like on a nice little stand, it's a nice museum display, but the detail in this is absolutely incredible. I love this type of stuff, guys. It's so gnarly. And a massive thank you to Joseph for even considering to send this to me. It's very sweet of you, man. So let's just check out these eyes. So how do these things work? If I can get my hand up in there, I'm just gonna fist it. Oh, okay. That's so sick. How cool is that, man? Can't get my hand out. Oh, shit. Poor Chuck, I just fisted the shit out of him. So once again, a massive thank you to Joseph Gillespie for sending that through. I'm still going to have a think about how I want to display this, whether I want to do like the massacred butchered head from Cult of Chucky, or maybe possibly do it up like this, and then I can have a swappable head for that Chucky right there, even though that's from Child's Play 2. There you go, guys. Just a fun little debrief video for the Oscars, and also this cool little unboxing for this Chucky head and these hands and these eyes. Just thank fuck Customs didn't screw anything up. Now, tomorrow I have an interview for Ira Heidman's stunt double from A Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Ira Heidman, you know, played Will, the Wizard Master. I'm interviewing Bill Perry, his stunt double, tomorrow for the Behind the Real Elm Street 3 video, which should be up in a couple of days' time. Pretty much finished the bulk of editing. Obviously, you just have to do that interview tomorrow and just clean up a few things here and there and swap a few things and do some ADR. But it's been fun. It goes for about just under 25 minutes. So should be a good watch for the weekend if you guys have nothing to do and feel like watching me blabber on about Elm Street 3. But it is the 37th anniversary, so why the fuck not? Love you guts, and I'll catch you in the next one.